So guys, there is a way that the Philadelphia Eagles can clinch, y'all. Clinch, claim. It's ours. A playoff spot, a playoff berth next week. Now, these three things need to happen for the Eagles to clinch next week. What's up? What's happening? What's popping? What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another great episode of Symone with the Sports. I'm Symone, bringing you guys the daily sports talk. So if you're new here, if you're old here, you haven't already subscribed to the channel yet, start what you're doing, leave a comment, subscribe, keep rocking with me. Also, check out my links down below. The first link is to buy me a coffee to help fuel this channel. The second link is to shop the official Symone with the Sports merch collection and get you the classic tee, the wavy tee, or the JALEN Make It Hurt tee. And lastly, y'all, turn your notification bells on, please. Turn your notification bells on so you don't miss a single video or a single live stream, especially now that things are heating up for our birds in the best way possible. So guys, right now it's a Victory Monday. Woo 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 woo. Just recently we had a Victory Wednesday off our Tuesday night win against the Washington football team. Today we're back to the usual, baby. Victory Monday. We got a lot of things to talk about this Victory Monday, and the great thing about this Victory Monday is we have nothing but great things to talk about. So let's start off with the fact that the Eagles are currently 8-7 right now, a winning record, y'all, for the first time since week 1 when we were 1-0. This is our first time having a winning record since week 1, guys, and that really excites me because if you go back and look, my goals before the season started, my goals for the team was just to have a winning record. I mean, we have a brand new coaching staff. We have an extremely young offense. My goal was just for the Eagles to at least have a winning record. And for that, this season, that looks like 9-8. So right now, we're 8-7. We're ahead of the curve right now. We just have to get one more win to really fulfill my goal of the season, which is to have a winning record. With this young team, my goal, now, my dream was to make the playoffs. And that could very well still happen. But my goal was for the team to at least have a winning record. We have Washington and we have Dallas next week 18. I definitely believe we can get a win against the Washington football team on Sunday. They just got beat down by the Cowboys, but at the same fact, they might be have a real vengeance about them because they did just get a smackdown from a division rival. So when we play them, they might be a little bit more aggressive, but let's hope not. So the Eagles can end up 9-8, and that was my goal for the season. And right now, guys, we are the 7th seed. If the playoffs started today, the Eagles, our Philadelphia Eagles, our team, this team that went through so much turmoil last season in the locker room, in the front office, we had a brand new coaching staff. This team will be in the playoffs. We will be the 7th seed. Yeah, we're the bottom seed, but we still in that thing. And all you got to do is be in that thing to win that thing, okay? The only way you can win that thing if you in that thing. So I don't care if we 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As long as I'm in that thing, I'm happy. And the Eagles right now are the 7th seed. The crazy thing is, y'all, if the playoffs started today, the Eagles will be playing the Cowboys round 1, wild card weekend, because the Dallas Cowboys are currently the number 2 seed. So the number 7 seed plays the number 2 seed, while the number 1 seed, who is currently the Green Bay Packers, are on bye. So if the playoffs started today, the Eagles will be playing the Cowboys, y'all. So we'll be playing the Cowboys week 18, and we'll be playing the Cowboys in the first round of the playoffs. How did that happen? Like, what a coincidence. That's crazy, playing a division rival possibly 3 times in the season. So going from there, y'all, there is a way that the Eagles can clinch the playoffs. Yes, the Eagles can clinch a playoff spot next week. And let me show you guys. So, guys, there is a way that the Philadelphia Eagles can clinch, y'all. Clinch, claim. It's ours. A playoff spot, a playoff berth next week. Now, these 3 things need to happen for the Eagles to clinch next week. Number 1, we have to beat the Washington football team, which can very well happen. Number 2, the Saints have to lose to the Panthers. Again, a scenario that's not outlandish. Number 3, the Vikings lose to the Packers. Again, all three of these things are very much realistic. Like I said, us beating Washington, the Saints losing to the Panthers, and the Vikings losing to the Packers, and then the Eagles will have the possibility to rest up week 18. Imagine, y'all, after week 5, did you ever think there was a scenario where the Eagles could take a rest week on week 18 where we would have a playoff spot clinched before week 18? That scenario is well and alive, guys. The biggest thing that I'm worried about in this scenario is the biggest thing I'm worried about is the Saints Panthers, because the Saints have been, the Saints have been very wishy-washy, but the Panthers have been very wishy-washy as well. So both of those things could go either way. That game could go either way. But even if those things don't happen, the Eagles can still make the playoffs. But this is a way for us to clinch next week and going into week 18 with a spot clinch. So we have some other news to talk about, you guys. And the biggest thing for me is the injury report. So Miles Sanders did break a bone and he will have an MRI. Miles Sanders did leave the game with a hand injury. So it turns out he broke a bone. He will have an MRI to see if he could play through it next week. So we're going to be sitting around waiting for that update. Also, Jordan Howard did leave the game injured, and his injury is in a question as well. He's banged up. So that's some big news coming out the running back room, because we're a team that's built on the running game right now, and that's 2 of our main guys that are in question. So we really have to keep our prayers up for Miles Sanders. We're going to have to keep our prayers up for Jordan Howard as well, because Jordan Howard has been a big part of our running game. So we're going to have to keep our prayers out for Miles Sanders, and we have to keep our prayers out for Jordan Howard. I hope those guys get better. The great thing is there is a chance already, even before the MRI, that Miles Sanders can play through his injury. So the fact that that's even an option right now is very comforting news. Other than that, y'all, we know in the first half of the game, there was that play where Dallas Goedert was wide open in the corner of the end zone, and Jalen Hurts tried to feed the tight end. And that play was in a lot of question in people's minds. It kind of left people's minds in the second half because we blew them out in the second half. Starting in the first half, Jalen Hurts was 7 for 17 in the first half. There was a lot of drops in the first half and a lot of miscues from Jalen Hurts as well. Underthrowing guys, overthrowing guys, throws a little too far to the right, throws a little too far to the left. You know what I'm saying? A lot of poor accuracy and just miscues in the first half. Like I said, 7 of 17. In the second half, though, those guys went to the locker room and they turned edgy. You're right. In the second half, Jalen Hurts was 10 of 12 for 105 yards and 2 touchdowns. So when you just read that, he was 7 of 17 for 94 yards in the first half, and he was 10 of 12 for 105 yards in the second half. So things just turned around once they went to the locker room and discussed, and they worked that out. Also, Jalen Hurts did talk about missing Dallas Goedert in the corner of the end zone and was saying that read wasn't part of what the play that they designed, and he was told that, you know, when it's busted coverage like that, just to continue with the play, which doesn't make sense to me because, like, great quarterbacks, even though that wasn't the design play, if somebody is wide open in the end zone, you throw it to them. Like, bump the play, bump the read. If dude is wide open, you throw it to them. Like, I don't care what your progressions were. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tom Brady would have found that guy. Aaron Rodgers would have found Dallas Goedert. Like, Kyler Murray would have found him. So, I don't care about your progressions. You know what I'm saying? If Dallas Goedert is wide open. So, you know, I saw someone say in my comment, because I posted that Jalen Hurts talking about that in the post game. I posted that as a short on my page, and someone did say that, yeah, it's cool that Jalen Hurts, you know, explained what was going on there, but at the same time, that's not the first time that happened, Jalen, and you have to go to the wide open guy. Like, the fact that the Giants had busted coverage, that was just working out in our favor, and you got to take advantage and hit the guy wide open. At that point in the game, we didn't know that we were going to have such a great comeback and we were going to take over. So, more of the story is, if Dallas Goedert is wide open, if Devonta Smith is wide open, throw them the dang ball. But guys, honestly, I've been on the move. I've been on, you know, in the car and all that stuff in my videos because, you know, it's the holiday season, so I've been traveling with my family. But this should be my last video, y'all, janky, you know. in the car or whatever. So next time you guys see me, I'll be in the studio, you know what I'm saying, back to the studio. And I did get a new picture for my studio for Christmas, so you guys are going to see a new Philadelphia Eagles item in my studio, because I know a lot of y'all were complaining about my LeBron James in the studio, you know what I'm saying. So I got something new Eagles to put in my studio. So exciting things coming in 2022, guys. Make sure you like this video, leave a comment, subscribe. Next time I see you all, I'll be in the studio. Bye.